Welcome to the Visually Logical podcast, where you'll learn how to use Logic Pro with the Apple built-in screen reader, VoiceOver. Our host is Antonio De Lillis.
Hello folks, welcome back to another tutorial. It's me today with a friend, my guide dog. So if you hear him barking, he just wants to get involved really. So let's get started now, seriously. So we have this, there are only two tracks, a guitar and a drum.
Track.
And as you can hear, that's something not right there. So let me explain.
Track 2 guitar Spanish custom.
The guitar part, this one, it's okay. And what do I mean with it's okay is if I turn the metronome on with the letter K on my keyboard and I press play with the spacebar, I looped that. It's a little loop that I made myself, but it's in sync with the metronome, okay? Now,
Track 1.
Let's try the drum.
1 drum loops.
And as you can hear, the issue number one is that the drum part is not synced.
Track.
Let me show you another thing before we get started.
Toggle channel strips. Metronome on.
That's where we were before. Let me try to speed the project up a bit.
Item choose to item 79 7 8 100 9.00.
So, could you hear that even if I bring the tempo up to
119.000,
yeah, 119 or 139,
100,
and I press play with the metronome on, we can still hear that it's in sync, and the guitar part is following. And by the way, that's an Apple loop, or that's a loop, an audio loop, an audio file that I made, which I turned into an Apple loop. So let me clarify once again. It's a recording that I made. I, made it sound the way I liked it for what I wanted to do. Then I turned that wave file into an Apple loop, and now it can follow.
100.
Let's try here.
190.
See?
199.
Let's try here.
10.0.
And so on and so forth. So if we go back to the drum.
79.
Oops, sorry.
89. 7.
Yeah, that's where we were.
Tracks header. Track 1 drum.
Let me unsolo this one. So the issue number one is that is not synced, and because it's not synced, it means that it's not an Apple loop, and if it's not an Apple loop, I cannot change the tempo of my project, pretending, not considering the issue. So the issue is that even if I try to speed, let me clarify. Even if I synchronize the drum part, okay, and then I try to speed the project tempo up or slow it down, it will not follow. In order for an audio track to follow, you have to turn it into an Apple loop. And that's what I want to do today. It takes just a little bit of guessing and 2 key commands. Okay? So let's try now to do the part number 1, the guessing thing. So you have to go to the tempo. Oh, by the way I go quickly to the tempo slider, I do VOI.
Item chooser menu, 134 items.
So I evoke the item chooser, and then I start typing tempo. So T-E-M-P-O,
items tempo.
VO down.
79.0.
That's the tempo that I currently the project is at. So I VO shift down arrow. VO space,
in slide.
and then VO shift down arrow. And now I need to move it up or down, trying to be as close as possible to the drum speed. So I'll increase the speed.
99.0.
Not yet.
109.0.
Let's try here. Da, 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 da. So I'm still slower. So let's try here. Okay.
29.
That makes me happy, right? So I'll go back to the tracks.
Track 3 or track 2 guitar Spanish. Track 1 drum loop.
Now
1 bar, 4 bars, 4 beats, 842 ticks.
Okay, now what I'm doing at the moment, I'm checking by ear. It sounds okay to me. Listen. It's not bad. It's nearly in sync. And the reason why I'm saying that it's nearly in sync is if you check the region, the beginning, starting point and ending point on this drum loop, the start point,
1 bar.
It's 1 bar. The ending point,
4 bars, 4 beats, 842 ticks.
Okay, that should be at bar 5. Because rule number 1 to make an an audio track, turn it into an Apple loop is it needs to be perfect in terms of being 2 bars in length or 3 or 4 or 8 or whatever you decide, but it needs to be perfectly synced. So, but we're nearly there and I don't know the tempo of this track. So remember what I said at the beginning. The number 1 thing should be for you to do some guessing. That is my guess. I'm more or less there. I'm happy with that. So I can move to the step number 2. I need to stretch this audio to the nearest bar. That means that bar 1 is fine, but the ending point is
4 bars, 4 beats, 842 ticks.
It's nearly 4 bar, 4 beats and a bit, but I want to stretch that audio to bar 5. There is a lovely key command, guys. We need to press Option, Command, and the letter B. That's stretch to the nearest bar. And I'm gonna do it.
Cancel. Are you sure you want to apply time and pitch machine to the selected area? This will change 708,924 samples in audio file drum loops _1_130 BPM, ADSR Tinker, 2, WAV destructively. There are currently 25 undo steps for sample editing available.
There we go. It told us a lot of things, including the name of the file, which included the BPM. I don't care. It's okay. Just let's say
process
and see what happens.
Apple loops for tutorial logic.
And I pressed VO space there and it has done it. So let's check.
1 bar, 5 bars.
And now that region starts at 1
bar, 5 bars.
And ends at 5.
1 bar.
So let's now check. Okay, now if I speed up the tempo though, it won't do the trick yet because I need to turn this audio track into an Apple loop. So I'll show you where to find the command you need.
Apple.
Which is in File, so VOM, then go VO right.
Logic Pro File.
Till you hear File, there you go, and then you go down.
New command.
Until you hear Export, which is at the bottom, so I'm gonna go Control End.
Share.
And then VO up until I hear Export.
Bounce. Export.
There it is. And then VO right.
Export. Region cell to loop library ellipsis Control Shift O.
That's the one. Control Shift O. The name of the action you want
One region
is
cell to loop library ellipsis control
export
shift.
region cell to Apple loops. Okay, so we can either
Track. Apple lock for new export.
Sorry, didn't do it.
Export region cell to loop library ellipsis control shift O.
You can use Control Shift O or if you space there.
Drum loops _1_100.
Now we have it. So now in here we need to give it a name.
Name drum loops _1 in a
I'll delete this one
selection deleted.
and I'll call it I don't know, drum loop
L spam drum L major
drum loop. I don't know, test. Shall we?
T capital drum capital L logic ease off.
Oh, sorry, that's why.
Drum
Let's try
selection.
again.
Drum loop
Loop test.
loop out type
Then you can decide.
D automatic one shot automatically loop.
Okay, if you want this audio to be turned into an Apple loop or
One shot
a one shot, it will explain. So if we go back with via left twice
loop
and then via right,
automatically conforms to song tempo, requires the region length to match a whole number of beats.
did you hear that? It needs to be matching, a whole number of beats / bars. Okay, and that's what we want.
One shot.
One shot by default is not selected.
You are currently on a radio button. To select this
Yeah.
loop,
Whilst loop is selected by default.
you are currently on a selected radio button.
Yeah, so we can move on. The other thing, I'm not going to read them. Why? If you know what you're dealing with,
One shot. Ignore scale.
you can choose the scale.
Major.
If it's major,
Genre. None.
genre,
Key. C.
the key,
Temp. One. Browser.
the
Single.
instruments,
On clean. Distort.
if it's clean, distort, whatever. I go down to the bottom
Create.
and I view space on create.
Logic Pro is not responding. Tracks. Apple.
Done. It takes just a few seconds, really. So now let me mute this.
Tracks time track in track 1 drum loops _1_130 toggle
Let
channel.
me mute this one.
Track 2 guitar Spanish.
On solo the guitar, which is still in sync, beautiful. And let me bring up the Apple loops with the letter O.
Loops row 1 of 2.
There we go.
Type replay in keep loops guitar Spanish content selection.
In the
Any
search,
search loops blank
here,
search
I'm gonna
text
type drum
loop
test.
test loop Apple loops in app column view preview play in key
And I'll
pop
go
up menu
to-
loops
Loops, that's a table, so via shift down arrow.
in loops name
I
drum
go
loop
via right, so to hear the name.
test type name drum loop test
That's the one. So once I'm here, Command C to copy. I'm gonna press return so to make sure that the playhead is at bar 1, and then I press Command V. I close the Apple loop with the letter O.
tracks tracks
I go
header
to my tracks.
in track 4 drum loop test
That's the one, so it's been imported. Let me check the length.
5 bar 1 bar
So still okay, and I'm pressing now play. Metronome off. Now let me do the ultimate test. So let me go
item
to
chooser
the item
menu
chooser,
102
type tempo,
101 ins
and let me slow it down
189
here
7
and see if the drum is now following. Let's try. Yep. And if I bring the metronome on again, and if I
79.0
solo,
tracks in tracks header in track 1
sorry, the guitar,
tracked Toggle
that's
channel
the old
strip
one.
track 1 drum loops _1_ track 2 track 3 audio 1 track 2 guitar.
That's the one. So it's now following with the guitar,
Toggle
with the metronome, without the metronome.
metronome.
Let's bring back the tempo.
Item choose to item 7 ins.
Let's slow it down even
16,
further.
59.
Let's
9
press
points.
play from the beginning. Let's speed it up.
8 119 points.
And that's how you do it. Okay. And once again, guys, I hope it helps. It's been a pleasure being here with you. Me and my guide dog, who is following nicely. He's nodding. He's happy. I hope you are as well. Until next time, guys. Have a lovely day, evening, afternoon, night, whatever. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on our podcast. We hope you found our content insightful and thought-provoking. Before we go, we'd like to thank all our listeners for their invaluable support. If you enjoyed our podcast and want to contribute to its growth, please consider making a donation via PayPal to delilisantonio@gmail.com. That's D for Delta, E for Echo, L for Lima, I for India, L for Lima, L for Lima, I for India, S for Sierra, A for Alpha, N for November, T for Tango, O for Oscar, N for November, I for India, O for Oscar @gmail.com.